Thank you all for your leadership. We couldn't do this without you. As Alan Hunt says, the world is run by those who show up. For many years, you have been showing up. Thank you for your dedication. Now let's recognize our international leaders. Our past international director, Alan Hunt, and Sonia. And past international director, Don Shove. Buddy. Who goes by Bubba? Excellent. And then our international director, candidate Mark Manzel, and past district governor, Debbie. We would like to recognize our past leaders who continue to support. Would all past district governors please stand? Would all past council chairpersons please stand? And would all past zone chairpersons please rise? And next, I would like to represent and recognize our future leaders. Would all the Leos in the room please rise? I hope all the Leos in the Fraser room also stood to be recognized. We have a considerable amount of Leos here this year, nearly 40. So I'd like to recognize that even though you see a small amount here, there is a large group of them participating. Thank you all for your mentorship of this future generation. One moment, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to help you with next. I'm waiting for directions myself. I need leadership. I think I came to the right place. And the leadership is going to ask the question, so you'll know that. We're going to discover how we're being dismissed this evening for dinners or how that's happening.
Hello. So, we got Fraser first, and then we're going to have the tables dismissed one by one by one. So we got Fraser first because they're out. They got the longest way to go. They got to haul their food all the way back across the hotel to that room. So we're letting them go ahead, and then we're going to get everybody else moving here just as quickly as we can. So, we've got a little social minute here. Yeah. So Tim, could you come up here? Tim, could you come? Tim. I want to introduce Tim for just a quick moment if I could. Tim is our new guy that is going to be doing the... Tim is our new guy. He's going to be doing the sound system tonight with a band, all on tape and video. Video too?
No video.
No video. All right. He's going to be our DJ tonight, though. He's going to have a master mixer and everything else going on that. So you got any requests? Send them up to Tim. And Jackie. Jackie's working the booth she's been doing all weekend long. And we'll go ahead and go back to mixing. And go, oh, yes, Wanda. Hey, happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Well, all right, let's go with happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Lion Georgie. Happy birthday to you. Hooray! Yeah, go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our MC tonight again. Oh, nothing to cover? All right. All right, we're going to try to get our election results in here just in a quick moment, too. So go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right back with you.
That message was brought to you by Peter Anderson. Peter Anderson and his wife, Rebecca. Oh, hello. All right, louder this time. That message was brought to you by your executive director, Peter Anderson, and his wife, Rebecca. A bit of housekeeping, just as a reminder. The raffle and the silent auction are closing at 6:30. So just so you're aware, 6:30 is the close time. Also, after dinner, Lion Mark for International Director Ice Cream Social is happening across the hall. And you'll still have a chance to try to hit the mark with the giant target out there and support LeoCon 2025. Thank you for your support.
Hello, folks. My name's Katrina. I've been one of your servers during this event. I'm going to, thank you. I'm going to call random table numbers. Who can tell me, actually, maybe we'll make a game out of this. Should we do that? Yeah? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, there are table numbers. They have a table number? Who has a table number? How about we do that? Okay. I see people waving numbers around. Are we sure none of us? All right. How can we make this a game? All right. So we're limited on the table numbers. What can we do? Who can tell me who your president is? Go ahead. Certainly. All right, you guys can go first. Who is your vice president? Say that again. You guys can go next. I heard someone else say the same name. Where was that? You guys can go ahead. And if I was to say Marco, we'll let these guys kind of clear through and then we'll call more. Sorry, say that again? The head table, well, they can go ahead because they're the head table. They can go ahead. You guys can go ahead. All right. We're rushing the tables. We'll wait for these tables to trickle through, and then these two tables can go. Looks like the hallway's kind of congested right now. I was trying to think of a game, but I don't know how to do a game. I don't have a printout of like Christmas movies and stuff, so.
Okay. So ask them who the founder of Lions is.
Okay. Who can tell me who the founder of the Lions Club is? All right, so I'm gonna have these three tables be next.
So you can ask them next what year Helen Keller spoke for the Lions.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. All right,
We're lined up to the bathroom doors. So.
okay.
Another one you can ask them if you want is where the first international convention was held.
Okay. Thanks for the tips.
Sure.
Figure gotta make it somewhat entertaining, right? Cheese. Okay. I think everybody's hungry.
Sure.
They're running for the hills.
You guys have done such a great job.
Thank
I know
you.
it hasn't been easy.
It's just a lot of running around. I'm pulling a double shift right now. Because I'm like, I've been here since 4:45 this morning. I'm like, do you really want me to leave? Probably not. So I stayed. See this out.
You got a big heart to help us out.
Right? I bend the rules a little. They're rambunctious. They're fighting each other. They want to get out there. By the way, I love the jacket. He's a colorful kind of guy. Sorry, folks. The line is a little congested right now. See, if I was able to play a game, it would be way better. because then people would have to guess stuff and really think, keep people on their toes.
They're lined up to the lobby.
I know, and that's why I stopped calling tables. But they're all like, oh.
I was like, holy jeez.
I kind of bombarded the line, and I didn't mean to.
What's Georgia trying to film?
She really wants to go for food, doesn't she?
I don't know if she's wanting to go for food or go for drink. She's a kick. She was dancing last night.
Was she? That's
oh my
awesome.
goodness, she was going.
That drum line was awesome.
Weren't they?
That was awesome. I was so excited I stayed. YMCA. No. Oh. Is that what she just flashed? Okay. L. Oh, now we got flashlights. Look at that. We're rocking. Where's the music, though? We need it. No, doesn't work. Sorry, guys. You just have to be patient. I know we're all hungry. I know, right? Where'd they go? They left us. Isaac? Well, just give him some pans. Okay, only 2 tables are back now. How are we doing out there? Sorry, folks, it's taking a little bit of time for the congestion to get through. It's okay. Yeah.
We do have a person that has severe egg allergy at our table.
Okay.
And we just noticed the chicken. She's
Yeah.
not eating it, but we just noticed the chicken has a coating on it or something.
I don't believe so, but I can find
But
out
she's
for you.
eating
Okay.
it. It's not like she just breaks out in hives.
Okay, I will get someone to find out for you. Just give me 1 second.
You're not
They're
at that
backed up
table.
a long
Okay.
ways yet. So.
Okay. I'm gonna go quickly just check with my kid.
Thank you for your patience, guys. We're just still backed up clear down the alley down here, so.
Where did that lady go? That asked me.
Oh, Wanda?
Wanda.
What was she looking for?
Wanda? There is no.
No eggs? Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're still backed up down there?
They're out there.
Okay. So I just want to ask, does everybody appreciate what the staff has done? Is everybody happy? So a round of applause for the staff of the hotel. Beautiful, thank you. Oh, what is that joke? Oh, there's a joke. I have a joke. Oh, I have to think of it. How does it go now? Oh, now I can't figure it out. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, how about we play some jokes? How about that? It'll pass the time. What has ears but cannot hear? Very good. Oh, you guys are going to win this so bad. What do you call a fake noodle? Impasta, yes. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up for itself? Very good. Oh, you kids are great. It's too tired. What did the plumber tell the singer? Nice pipes. What type of tree fits in your hand? Very good. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? It felt crummy. What is brown and sticky? Very good. How many apples grow on a tree? Good job. You guys are too good for this. How do you make a tissue dance? Put some boogie in it? Why can't you tell an egg a joke? It'll crack up. How do you talk to a giant? Very good. What did the banana say to the boy? Nothing. Bananas can't talk, silly. How do you make an octopus laugh? With 10 tickles.
We can probably take 2 tables now.
All right, we're gonna let. Oh, she's all right. She needs to go eat. This lovely lady right here. All right.
So just say, council chair, go get dinner.
Council chair, go get dinner.
She's shaking her.
Council chair, it's time for your dinner. All right. Who's the birthday girl?
How many Lions Clubs are there in the world?
Georgie's table, you can go and happy birthday. Woohoo! Thank you. And then go ahead, the ladies that have all their hands raised up. Woohoo!
is back there just giving me hand signals.
What type of cheese is not yours? Why couldn't the pony sing a song? It was a little hoarse. What does an ocean do to say hi? Oh, you guys are so good. What has 4 wheels and flies?
Garbage truck.
Very good. What did the sink tell the toilet? You look flushed. What key is used to open bananas? A monkey. Where do vampires keep their money? The blood bank. Why was the broom late to class? It overswept. Why can't your hand be 12 inches long? Exactly. Why are ghosts the worst liars? There you go. Why are peppers such good archers? Because they have an arrow. Why do bees have sticky hair? They use honeycombs. What do you call a funny mountain? Hilarious. What did the nose tell the finger? Stop picking on me. What do you call an alligator in a vest? Very good. This kid's got all the jokes in his pocket. Do you want to hear a joke about a paper? It's terrible. Say that again? No. Oh, yep, definitely. How are we doing out here? I know, right? But it makes it entertaining. At least I'm entertaining. I'm trying. Sing? A Vegas joke. I need 3 drinks then. I don't have 3 drinks. What's a tornado's favorite game? Very good. What do you give a sick lemon? Lemonade. Why are fish so smart? They live in schools. Where do polar bears keep their money? A snowbank. Another table? All right. Let's go with the table at the very back. We'll send the ones who keep raising their hands. Where do math teachers go on vacation? Times Square. What do Santa's elves learn in school? The alphabet. I won't quit my day job. It's totally fine. How do you fix a broken pumpkin? With a pumpkin patch. Why did the orange lose the race? It ran out of juice. How do you throw a party in outer space? You plan it. Boom, boom. Shh. No? How are we doing out there?
So as soon as this turns to 25, there'll be 5 minutes left for the silent auction, please.
Okay. Folks, we have 5 minutes left in the silent auction. If anybody is interested. 5 minutes and counting.
Only 5 minutes more.
5 minutes. 5 more minutes. No, you don't want me to sing. I'll hurt your ears. What do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer. How does a hurricane see? With one eye. How does a penguin build a house? It glues together. I was already told not to quit my day job. Where do you learn about ice cream? Sunday school. What's a sea monster's favorite meal? Fish and chips.
Hey, watch your language.
Oh, here's a good one. What do you call a fibbing cat? A lion. Oh. Thought it worked for you guys. Come on. At least I got a clap. How are we doing out there?
I'm just going to bring these in.
Alrighty. Oh, are we pulling numbers? Rylan?
Yeah.
How long's the line out there? Okay. I would like to call another table. Who? We'll go with that far table over there in the corner. Yes, you. The one with the allergy. We're good. Thank you for letting me entertain you for the last 20 minutes.
Yes. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. On behalf of all the people who came and supported our baskets silent auction, I am pleased to announce the winners. That we'll accept 3 modes of payment. You can send an e-transfer, and I will give you the, it's at events@dogwoodlions.com, and I'll give you that later if that's how you wish. We also accept cash or checks. So, the number 1 was the wood cabin bird feeder. The final bid was $125. Thank you very much. And it was Joseph Wakeup? Josiah Walkup. Okay. Number 2 was the wine basket for $55, Paul Daniel. The number 3 was also a wine basket for $35, was Wanda Eddy. The Star Wars basket for $122 was somebody Anderson. I worked for a hospital for a lot of years, but that one I couldn't decipher. Sorry? Oh, Peter. And it looked like an R. Okie dokie. The picnic basket for $55 was Dawn Becker. The breakfast basket was for $45 was Diane Sawatsky. Thank you. For $45, the pink and unicorn basket was Candy Bevan. For $38, the wine and chocolate basket was Anita Wilson. For $50, the wine and glasses was Sandra Bauer. For $75, the Tarley's chocolate basket was September Stokes. For $80, the huckleberry basket was Beth James. Yay! For $50, the waffle and pancake basket was Shelley Gregory. For $35, the popcorn basket was also Shelley Gregory. For $150 was the Lions sign for Adolfo Guido. $45, the spa basket was Wendy Daniel. For $40, the beach basket was Sean Carter. $85 for the barbecue basket was Sandy Bevan. The wine and blanket basket for $40 was Bruce Burns. For $32, the Lions bookends was Nathan Scheim. And for $42, the cookie and cracker and wine basket was Sandy Cooper. So thank you. I'm sitting over there, and we can discuss what we need to discuss. And in a few minutes, we will be drawing for the silent auction, or the raffle.
Thank you. I'd like to invite past International Director Alan Hunt to come forward and introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Thank you, Alan.
Do it again tomorrow. Thank you very much. As one of the interesting things you have the opportunity to do as a past international director is help district governors and council chairpersons to obtain speakers for their events. And I was helping council chairperson Patty out, and she said she knew the person she wanted to have, but she gave us a very vague description of this person. This person apparently walked across Canada and done all sorts of stuff, and she wasn't sure of the name, but she was over, she's in BC, and she was over in Desroches someplace. So I thought, well, at least Desroches, I could nail somebody down, so I got a hold of Al Stauber, and I said, do you know somebody who did blah, 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 you know? He said, oh, yeah, she's in our club. I said, oh, well, that's really helpful, you know. And she's a Lions Club member. So she's here tonight to give us a presentation on her interesting adventure traveling across Canada. I've given her some interesting tips. I'm sure she'll ignore them all. So anyhow, would you please welcome Lion Lori Wickdahl from the Sasquatch Lions Club.
Hello. And I'm looking for Rob, the tech guy. Oh, there he is. Oh, not Tim. I'm looking. Oh, Roger, see? I was looking for the wrong guy all along.
What are we looking for?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, it's these guys.
Oh, it's you guys. Hi. There's more lions than you can shake a stick at. I even have one. Oh my gosh. Hi, Multiple District 19. Thank you, immediate past international director Alan, and thank you, Council Chair Patty, for inviting me to speak here tonight. I'm super excited to be here. And just to, I guess, pat myself on the back a little bit, my name's Lori Wickdahl, and I am the only disabled woman to walk across Canada. I'm the first woman to walk across Canada. Thank you. And I'm the only woman to walk through the Rockies. I think actually I'm the only person to walk through the Rockies in the winter since the gold rush. Thank you very much. So I was really excited when I got asked to speak to you guys today. And Alan said, could I kind of make it have to do with the theme for the convention, which is from growth to impact and hitting the mark. And Melvin Jones said, you can't get very far until you are doing something for someone else. And that's what Lions do from, right, 1917, one club, first convention, 38 delegates. Now we have 1.4 million. We have 48,000 clubs. And last year we helped 540 million people, which is that's an amazing accomplishment. 1.5 is our upcoming mark, and pretty darn sure that we'll hit that and exceed it, which is awesome. And Lions are just amazing people, and it doesn't matter whether it's the yellow Lions, like I am, right? Service is fun. You do what you can to support your community. Or as you expand, right? Whether it's at a zone level, if it's national or international, like your commitment doesn't change because it all is about two words: we serve. And we even have our own charitable foundation so that we can fund our dreams and so that we can be humanitarians in the truest sense of the word, right? I mean, we do grants. There's 8 categories. We've given away $1.3 billion US in grants so far. Lions Quest is something that we've been providing grants with for 40 years. It even started out being Quest International, and over the years became Lion Quest. And it's a social emotional education program, and we're creating stewards of the future without even knowing it. And then there are some lions who are so out there insofar as thinking about how to make the world a better place, that they actually have thought about what's going to happen when they're gone, when we're all gone. And so they committed themselves and they created the Lion Legacy Fund so that they have the ability to make an impact way into the future. It's amazing. We partner with all kinds of places. Actually, I've just found out that here in 2023, the groups, the Dogwood Lions are host, and Chilliwack Lions, and the Mount Shem and Stellar J, and the Harrison Agassiz, and the Hope Lions, together with Fraser Health, they raised $409,000 to provide 3 mammogram machines for Chilliwack General, and $129,000 of that was a grant from LCIF. And the amazing thing about that is that they saw a need, and they came together, and they worked for a common goal. And I think, we do stuff with the CNIB. We do stuff with diabetes, right? Helen Keller 2.0 is coming for the next 100 years. We've eradicated in Africa, right, river blindness, which is a parasitic infection. We help people recover their sight in underdeveloped countries. We're amazing, absolutely amazing. And when you think about growth and you think about hitting the mark, I don't think that there's any organization that can have that as a better motto than Lions. And you do it without the thought of what you're going to get out of it, because you're just trying to do something for somebody else, because that's how we end up really doing stuff for ourselves, right? And so I am someone who has benefited multiple times from your motto, "We serve." In 2002, I was in the MS walk, and as I was approaching the finish line, I looked upwards and I said, "God, if you let me go a year relapse-free, I'm going to walk across Canada for myself and everyone else that has MS." And then that became my plan. So I bought a calendar, and I started training, and I started hoping, and I started wishing. And I told my son what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the female Terry Fox. I was going to walk across Canada. And he told me that I'd better start doing something about it, because otherwise I was just going to be some crazy lady that lived in Desroches that talked about walking across Canada. So, ironically, it was at Denny's anniversary, New Year's Eve party, that these 2 lovely ladies, Pat and Allie, sisters, said, "So, Lori, do you have any plans for the coming year?" And I said, "Well, I said, I'm hopefully going to walk across Canada and raise awareness for MS." And I waited, and they just looked at me and smiled and went, "Well, if anyone can do it, dear, you can." And I said, "Oh, well, thank you." And then without missing a beat, they said, "So, what are you going to do about your dogs?" And without me missing a beat, I said, "Well, I'm taking them with me, of course." And then it became like a Ralph Waldo Emerson moment, where once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen, right? So I'm out on New Year's Day, and I'm going for a walk, and my neighbor Rick McCamey's building his house, and he wishes me a Happy New Year and asks me if I have any big plans coming up. And I said, "Well, Rick, I want to walk across Canada and raise awareness for MS. And he's like, wow, that's a hell of an idea. And Rick had MS too, so of course he was going to think it was a hell of an idea. And he asked me if I had anybody helping me with that. And I said, well, that's kind of where I hit a snag. And he looked at me and he said, well, you know, I know a guy. And 3 weeks later, I met that guy. And that guy, Stacy Crawford, spent our entire meeting telling me why I couldn't do what I met him to do. I needed a couple of years, I needed permits, I needed sponsors, I needed everything in its place and a place for everything. And I said, well, like, but I can't do that. It's like I made a promise, right? I mean, to God, right? You don't like go back on those without like, whoa, oh, that's opening a can of worms. And I said, right, I have to go now, because what happens if I can't walk in 2 years, right? Then I've gone through all of this and I've done everything and it's all for nothing. And I said, so like, I gotta go now, right now. So as he was leaving, he said, well, you know, I need something. I need you to write me a letter or something, because you know you need a plan, you need something to give to people if you're looking for sponsors and that type of thing. So I went home, and it took me 3 days because I kept crying and wrecking the paper. And then when I finally managed to get to the one that didn't look bad, and I faxed it to him, and he phoned me, and I said, I was so worried, I'm so sorry it took so long. And he was like, you know, he said, I never thought you would send me a letter. And I said, but you told me to. And he said, well, but that was me giving you the brush off. And fortunately, whoom, and he read it, and he said that after he read it, he had to help me. And I told myself I wouldn't cry. I've been talking to myself in a mirror for so long you wouldn't believe it. So he helped me get a loan so that I would have enough money to start. And then he found a sponsor for my clothing and footwear, the Sand stores. And he and I went and we saw Cruise Canada RV, and we talked them into giving me a discount and letting me make monthly payments so that I could at least get going, right? And then the Sasquatch Lions, they gave me $750 to help me with seed money. And at that time, and still, they're also the Desroches Community Hall Board. And they also gave me $750. And that was 22 years ago, and that's a really long time, right? Today actually is 22 years since I completed my first 500 kilometers. And then on Monday, it'll be 22 years since I did my first province. And that's when I had to recreate my trek because I lost my biggest supporting sponsor. So the Lions were a sponsor, and it was one of those things. It was amazing. So I got back, and one day you're walking across Canada, and the next day you're not. And it was quite a shock. I made 41 stops in 41 and a half weeks to raise money to keep myself on the road, to raise money for research, to be able to tell my story and get the word out. And when I got back, I was broke and I was homeless because I was gone for so long. But I had achieved my goal. And my impact was a grassroots one. It was the people that came out to see me every Sunday when I would stop and set up my maps and tell people about what it's like when you have a life going one way, and then all of a sudden you're told that your life is over. And you have to find a reason to keep going, right? That's the whole thing, right? The purpose in life is a life of purpose. And without that, you're lost, right? Some of us can do all kinds of things, and some of us do one thing. And my one thing was walking. So I kept walking, but it was aimless. I didn't really have a purpose. And one day I added up all my walks and I found out that I'd gone 18,000 kilometers. And I went, holy shit, pardon me. But if I can walk across Canada for MS, why can't I rack up enough kilometers to say that I walked around the world for therapy? And then I decided, okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. So I started trying to figure out, because we need SMART goals. Telling yourself you're going to walk around the world is like, that's the biggest carrot, like you're never going to do it. So I started looking for things that I could believe I could achieve. And the Lions were there again. And the Tassis Lions had the Great Walk. They hosted it every year. And it was a 63.5-kilometer walk up a mountain logging road. And you had to finish it in 16 hours or less. And so when I checked it out, they said, well, you need to walk 10 miles a day, and then that way you'll be conditioned enough. And it was perfect, right? I could do that year after year, and man, would I ever rack up the kilometers, it'd be awesome. And then I realized that, I'm a pauper. I can't afford to do that. I needed a support driver. I needed ferry, accommodations, food, and it was like, oh no. And then I went to the Sasquatch Lions again. And I told them how many kilometers I walked, that I wanted to walk around the world, and that I was hoping that they would sponsor me and let me accomplish something personally, and that I would use it as a fundraiser, and I would raise money as well. And they did. So for 3 years in a row, I went in the Great Walk. I raised money for the Sasquatch Lions, for the Desroches Community Bus, for the Desroches Pack, for the Fraser Valley Humane Society. The Lions, right, my 2 feet and a heartbeat, they let me raise $38,000 for other groups. And the whole time, I never would have been able to do it without the Lions. I moved away, and because of what the Lions did for me, I was able to organize a walk for a therapeutic riding association in Creston when the Craft Celebration Tour was going through. And while I was up there, I managed on January 8th, 2002, I completed 40,070 kilometers, which is the circumference of the Earth from pole to pole. And I got sick, and things got put on hold. I launched my second attempt at going around the world in 2016, and I made it a third of the way around before, again, life got in the way. And so I hung up my runners, so to speak, with 53,582 kilometers under my belt. And knowing that I was able to, in helping myself, help a lot of other people, and by helping a lot of other people, I was able to help myself. So you still need something to do, and so since 2019, aside from being a lion, I've been raising money for the Canucks Autism Network because my grandson is autistic. And the social recreational programs that they run have touched my grandson's life the way that the Lions have touched mine. So I serve. The Lions have changed my life. They've allowed me to change other lives. And it's an amazing group. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't think of a greater service organization to be a part of. And one of the things that I take pride in is everywhere I go, when people ask about what I do, I always am proud to say that I am a lion. And thank you. Denny's over here watching my phone with time on it to let me know. I have 1 minute and 40 seconds? Oh, awesome. I have a little bit more time than that, but we were really worried that my mind would wander, or I'd stand there and stare at you guys until someone came and helped me off of the stage. So I probably have said too much, but if there is anyone who has any questions about my journey, I would be more than happy to answer them. Yes? Actually, it wasn't part of my plan. It just kind of happened. Oh, she asked me if walking in the winter was part of my plan, and I said no, it wasn't. I actually planned to be home by the 1st of December, but I needed to go farther because I needed more opportunity. So I added 1,000 kilometers to my trek, and I had to take more time to recuperate. So it kept getting pushed back. So instead of it being the 1st of December, it ended up being the 8th of February. So I found out that there really are places where the sun doesn't shine. The Weather Network became my best friend. And I literally, when you're 45 below, it doesn't matter how well dressed you are, it is effing cold. Oh, and when you get in your vehicle to have coffee, the frost that is on you instantly becomes water. And so I had to change my clothes every hour because they were soaking wet by the time I came in to take a break. And then the other thing that I would like to say too is that the person who looked after me and my dogs for 9.5 months was Denny and Al Stobart's son, Christopher. And Christopher came with me because he told me that it was the only time in his life that he could, because he might not get ahead, but he wouldn't get behind. And because he made that commitment, when he came back, he was out of a job because of how long we'd been gone. I told him I was going to pay him $1,500 a month because I figured that I was just going to raise millions of dollars. Oh, the naive, the naive. And instead, Chris ended up giving me money every month until he didn't have any money anymore. So I averaged, oh, no, yep.
I was just going to say that you said the lions are great. Clearly, you as a lion are inspirational. Wow.
Well, thank you very much. But if it hadn't have been for the lions, I wouldn't have had. Absolutely, and I ran with it. Or I should say I walked really fast. Really fast. I did 32 kilometers a day, 6 days a week for 41.5 weeks. And when I was going through the Rockies, I averaged 22 kilometers a day. And I was so afraid by the time I got there, I thought I was literally gonna like fall off of Canada, because people kept saying that, right? How are you going to be able to, how are you going to do it? It's so steep. Really? Oh, we drive all the time. And it was, well, see, another thing, you have no idea when you're walking how far away that around the corner really is. Let me tell you. And 5 minutes away is literally hours. And when you get to Saskatchewan, you can look at something in the distance and say, am I going to get there today? And the answer is, no, you're not. Nor are you tomorrow, maybe not even the next day. I saw so many amazing things. I met so many amazing people. I quit after 5 days. That became the cliche of my trek. I quit. I'm done. I am convinced, and will be until the day I die, that I met God outside of Thunder Bay, and he was driving a white Aries K car, which is how I know he's God, because who else, right? And my dogs walked with me every day until we hit Regina. And when I got to Regina, it was 5 above. And when we woke up the next morning, it was 28 below. And then they only got to walk with me where there were sidewalks and things. I had friends send someone out on the highway on my 44th birthday to bring me a bouquet of roses. And I was walking in 100-kilometer-an-hour winds. Denny's son got Burger King, which for him was like a bouquet of roses. He was super excited. And it was amazing. I got to see so many things. Pronghorn, that just looked at me as if to say, like, man, what the hell are you doing here? I had safety protocols. Well, one car goes in the ditch, then I'll get off the road. Then it became 2, then it was 3. And then it was like, if they don't want me out here, they can come and tell me. And they only did once. They came and said, like, Lori, if you have somewhere to go, please go. And I figured that if I wanted to keep going, probably listening to the police officers was a good idea. Because the last time I had police officers approach me, I was in Quebec, and they were coming with their body armor on and guns, kicking me off of the highway because you're not allowed to do that. So I didn't want to mess with them. But the highway guys plowed a path for me so that I had enough room to walk on the shoulder, because that's not their job. I walked through the Fraser Canyon, and they would come and let me know every day where the really bad spots were, because all I could hear was the click, 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 click of the rocks coming down the hill. And I walked outside the barrier because it was safer than being on the inside, because the road is slanted and all icy and stuff. And then I don't know if you know that part of the canyon, but there's a place called Chicken's Corner, and it's a kilometer of like switchbacks back and forth. And when I got there, the RCMP were there, and they literally stopped traffic so that I could get through there, which was awesome, right? When I was going through Rogers Pass and all the parks, they wanted me by an avalanche beacon, but I couldn't afford to. So I checked in with them every day, and I had to be off the road before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And they let Denny's son, Chris, violate the no stopping in an avalanche zone, so that if I did get swept away, he'd be able to say, I think she went down over there. So I'm actually currently in the process of writing a memoir about my trek, because enough time has gone by. I'm not angry anymore. I'm not disappointed. I don't have an axe to grind. I just have a lot of really funny, poignant, do kind of moments that I would like to be able to share. Hindsight's 2020, and I'm really glad that I waited until I had the hindsight to look at it for what it was, instead of missing it because of what it appeared to be at the time. At the time, I thought I was a failure because I didn't raise $1 million like I was supposed to. But when I talked to God, He told me that when I got home, maybe that's all it was about, and no one could ever take it away from me. And here I am, 22 years later, and 2 feet and a heartbeat has taken me a pretty long way farther than I ever thought. The fellow from San, he always tells me that I should start trying to walk to the moon. And the running gag is, well, are you going to do it when it's 250,000 kilometers, or are you going to wait until it's 400,000 away? And it's like, man, go big or go home, right? So I didn't quite make it, but it's not whether you make it, it's whether you tried. So Does anybody else have any questions? Because I've probably chewed up all of my key presentation time. All right. See? Oh, okay. I didn't do it unless it's really amazing. Then it was my idea. And, oh.
Lori, I am speechless, and that doesn't happen very often, I can tell you that. I am just so impressed. Microphone.
Oh.
They don't want to hear me. They just want me to sit down. Lori, I am so glad you came. And Alan Hunt's nose is going to grow 4.5 inches because that is not what I said to him. I read about you on Facebook because you were paying tribute to Chris for being such a wonderful, wonderful friend and for going with you the long road and helping you reach your SMART goal, which we've been talking about all week. So I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for inspiring us. I have a hard time convincing myself to walk to the mailbox. And there you are walking miles and miles and miles in very cold and awful weather. And you do inspire us. Leslie Chasey is right. You do inspire us. So in tribute to your walk and to your willingness to go the extra mile and to try something that's scary and looks impossible. This evening, we are going to present to you a Melvin Jones Fellowship.
No way! No way! Oh my God! Oh my God! Thank you so much! Oh wow! Thank you! Thank you! Wow!
You have earned this. You have earned this, and we just so appreciate your leadership and your willingness to do this for us, to inspire us to greater heights and longer roads and better things. And so we're going to set this over here and have Rosemary hold this for just a minute, because even though my hands are shaking, I promise not to poke it straight in.
It's okay, I don't really feel a whole lot other than up in here.
Well, in that
So-
case, yeah.
While she's getting that pinned on, I want to ask you, please, when your book is written, let MD know.
Yes.
Let all us know.
Yes.
I think we want to read it.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much. I certainly will.
All right.
It's actually funny because I have been for the last year taking classes to learn how to write so that I'm actually able to not only share my story, but tell a really good one because the people deserve it. And can I tell one quick one?
Absolutely.
At the end of my very first day, I got up to the top of a hill, and there was a gentleman standing at the end of his driveway. And he had a beer in one hand, and he had a $20 bill in the other hand. And he told me that he remembered when Terry Fox had gone through, and that people weren't very nice to Terry. And he said that he wanted me to always remember at the end of my first day that I was able to have a beer and pocket a donation from a New Brunswicker. And I literally met thousands upon thousands of people just like that. So when I tell you that Canada is the greatest place on earth, I know because I've met everybody.
And I wanted to tell you that I don't think accidents happen. And I didn't say that right. I don't think that things are accidents that happen to us. I think I was meant to read that Facebook post.
Yes.
I think that the person that was supposed to come here and speak could not come for other reasons than the reasons he had. He just didn't know there was a bigger plan. And that was for us in Multiple District 19 to get to know you, Lori Wickdahl, and to clap and cheer and tell you we're so proud to be Lions with you.
Thank you very much.
It's just a pleasure.
You never got my, did we get my pin on?
Your pin is on,
Okay,
but this is another pin I want to give you. The word is Kaizen, and Kaizen means personal, and oh my gosh, my brain is wired dead. Continual personal improvement and going for excellence day after day after day. So I would be very honored if you would wear my pin, Kaizen, because you are definitely a Kaizen kind of
I
person.
would be honored.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Thank you.
very, very
Once
much.
again, thank her for being here today.
Thank you, everybody. I'm going to get Jenny to put it on at the table, okay? Awesome, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Wow, that's a hard act to follow right there. So we have a Leo that left the room to go collect past District Governor Stephen Stottinger. Oh, excellent. Come on over. We're waiting for our voting results.
I got it. Move this bell out of the way. All right. Good evening, Lions, Leos, and guests. I'm happy to be here to let you know what has resulted in our election this year. First of all, I'd like, though, to thank the following Lions for their help in running a very successful MD19 election. Please hold your applause until the end. We have Mark Cosello, we have Debbie Cosello, Harry Lippincott, John Keary, George Sims, Shelley Stottinger, Casey Odell, Linda Devonshish, and Nancy Mesner. Let's give them all a round of applause for the big help. All right, here are your results. For the year 2025-26, the council chair will be the current vice council chair, Steve Brooks. Your vice council chair for the Lions year 25-26 will be past district governor Wanda Eddy. The votes have been counted, and now I need a motion from...
All right. Would our Leos please come forward, as well as Council Chair Patty Allen and Council Chair-elect, thank you, Stephen Brooks. Good teamwork, good teamwork.
While the Leos are coming up here with our newly created council chairperson banner, I would like to say thank you to our executive director for putting this back together and getting us a banner that we can display proudly. And if you young men would like to stand right up there for us, because there are going to be some Kodak moments of this event. And we're going to just try to share this little mic right here. So talk loudly. We're going to share it, yes. Because I want everyone to hear what you're going to commit your year to. All right? This says here that this is the MD19 Council Chairperson Oath of Office. And I would like you to repeat after me. As the Council Chairperson, I will
As the council chairperson, I will
lead meetings with well-prepared agendas.
lead meetings with well-prepared agendas.
They might fall apart, but you started out right anyway.
They might fall apart.
I will support the goals of the district governors
I will support the goals of the district governors
and the MD19 committee chairpersons.
and the MD19 committee chairpersons.
Excellent. I will encourage teamwork and partnerships.
I will encourage teamwork and partnership.
I will lead by example.
I will lead by example.
I will take the time to examine issues.
I will take the time to examine issues.
I will seek wise counsel before making recommendations.
I will seek wise counsel. I don't know where that is.
You can call me anytime. No.
No, I think I got JD's number.
Yes, he is the best wise counsel in the world. I will recognize the accomplishments of my fellow Lions
I will recognize the accomplishment of my fellow Lions
with dignity and a touch of pizzazz.
with dignity and a touch of pizzazz.
I will promote uplifting laughter and fellowship.
I will promote uplifting laughter and fellowship.
And you have agreed to these things. You don't have to repeat after me on this, but you have agreed to these things at the MD19 annual convention of one of our most unforgettable conventions ever on Saturday, May 17th, 2025. Now, there is an important addendum to this oath. And you will remember that we chatted about this a bit when you took the oath to be Vice Council Chairperson in 2025 in May.
Yeah.
And I wanted to remind you of these things. And Michelle wanted to be reminded, wanted you to be reminded that you could do these for her as well. As discussed and pledged before all those present at the 2024 MD19 Annual Convention, once a quarter on the first Saturday of the first month in each quarter, as the Vice Council Chairperson, you will clear your busy schedule, putting at the top of the list, wash the windows as the residents of the immediate past Council Chairperson Patty Allen White, he did pledge to this. The residence is located in Burlington, Washington, and Michelle's is in Bellingham, just 20 minutes apart. And Rock will assist you in not forgetting. I want you to frame both of these, this one for a laugh and this one for true. Congratulations, this is such an honor.
Thank you.
Now, I want you to come around here. I also want you to display this banner that is being lifted up, held up by two very handsome Leos that are about the same size, so this works very well. And I want you to display it with pride in your club and know that we are behind you 100%, that we are happy for you, and that we will work alongside you in the year 2025-26. Congratulations.
Who said you could sit down? You weren't done. So, Patty, I have a point of order in business. I believe that a year ago you pledged not to have brain surgery at the same time as our executive director did. And I believe you fulfilled that. Because
No, you don't believe it. I did fulfill that, yes.
because the executive director didn't have brain surgery this Lions year that I'm aware of. His hair kind of turned different colors, but
I won't do that either.
why not? But I believe you do not have a council chair 2025, 2026 challenge coin. Do you have one?
I don't.
Would you like one?
I would.
Well, on behalf of myself, I'm going to give you this.
That's awesome. Thank you.
And the district governor-elects have one. I do believe they do have one. Do they not? The ones that are in the room? Ah, there's one. Yes, they do. I see their hands all up. Good job. And I hope you keep that as a memento, because that's the first one I've ever in MD19. And I also want to say, we're going to Orlando with Mark to get him elected. And we might have to go to the Mouse House once, Mark. Make sure that we get a trip to the Mouse House. And we will be there. And Mark, I have a challenge coin for you too. So thank you.
Thank you, Leos, for helping us out. It was fun to display this, and you helped us do that. And if you can hang that back up for us, we would appreciate that. But it's yours now, kiddo. You have to take it home and take care of it. And we are all here as witnesses that he got the banner and took it home.
So I'm going to bestow that soon on Tuesday to my club. My club is here at the banquet, and our president is here. So President Pat, keep track of that. And we'll be proud to hang it up in our meeting hall. So now I believe Wanda Eddy was elected to Vice Council Chair. And first off, as Wanda's finding her way up, come on up, Wanda. I want to say thank you to Stephen Wong for running. I really think that it was a challenging race this year. And Stephen, I wish you all the best as you get healthy and recover. And don't forget, next year you can try to run again. And I hope you the best of health. But remember, take care of number one. So, Wanda, congratulations. I've got to say congratulations.
Thank you.
So, last year I took
I don't wash windows, just telling you right now. My height, I don't get on a ladder.
Well, then how are you going to help me? Well, last year we had a lot of fun with that. I hadn't made it to Patty and Rock's house yet to wash windows, and I haven't made it to Michelle's house yet either this year. So they haven't seen me wash windows before. So, but it's been a fun year as Vice Council Chair. I've met a lot of Lions across our multiple district. You're going to find out that you're going to be busy. And your club may call you one day and say, we haven't seen you at a board meeting for a while. What have you been doing? So I want you first to remember your own club, but also recognize that you're going to be visiting clubs and doing other functions as Vice Council Chair. And you're going to hear problems and challenges and opportunities to assist clubs. And will you do that to the best of your ability?
I will.
And will you take the time to keep the council chair apprised of any issues that comes your way?
I will.
Very good. Now, I have to admit, I met you many, many years ago, and you were in charge of contests and awards.
We don't talk about that time? I'm still in counseling over it, right, John?
I apologize for that counseling. Because I remember you and I had a discussion about contest awards and things was changing a little bit. And, but we've remained friends, and then you even invited me to come to your school that you work at to teach Leadership 101. And we had a bunch of fun doing that. Anyone that's ever been to Kamloops in February, please raise your hand. It is an adventure because the roads can be snowy, they can be not snowy. And I remember on the way home from that, I made the comment to our esteemed Patty Allen White that The four-wheel drive light on my car was flickering on and off as we were driving through the compact snow and ice. But we had a great weekend. And with that said, I say congratulations, and I'm looking forward to working with you this coming year. So thank you. Are we done? Rosemary, back to you.
Excellent. I'd like to have our, what's next? Ooh, our Executive Director, Peter Anderson, to come up and announce contests and awards. Speaking of contests and awards.
Hello. Alan Hunt, could you join me up here for a second? We have one little issue that we forgot to address here. Council Chair Patty Allen, you're supposed to have a past Council Chair pin. So I've got this to present to you, except we don't have the actual pin. So we have a nice sticker of a pin. It's about that big around. Hold it up. There it is. Yeah, I forgot to order one. So sorry. It says the absolutely amazing past council chairperson ever. So, thank you, Pam. Thank you. Yeah. All right, thank you. So for the contest and awards, we're going to announce real quickly. We're going to hold applause and everything until afterwards, and what we'd like to do is have the pictures taken afterwards as well. So, starting off with the first one, we got the Club Inspirational Award 2025. That goes to Paulsbo Lions Club. The 2025 Leo Club Inspirational Award is the North Kamloops Viking Leos Club. North Kamloops Viking Leos, okay. The scrapbook goes to the Chase Lions Club. And the 5-minute speech is Aaron Taggart from 07, first place. Club brochure, first place is Oak Harbor Lions. Second place is Peachland Lions. And on the business card, we have the North Kamloops Lions is second place, and the Oak Harbor Lions is first place on the business card. Website, Peachland Lions is first place on that as well. Photo contest, Leo's Surrey Central, first place, and Lions Surrey Central, first place. I didn't have any other entries on that one. So. And for the uniform parade, second place was Camus. First place, Stellar Blue Jays. And I think that's all we got here at the moment. Take a quick spin through these. We got anybody else? Oak Harbor. And that is it for the for the contest and awards this year. We're going to get the pictures up here as we need to a little later. So thank you. So the debate up here just a moment ago is whether we're going to talk and tell you who the Distinguished Service Award is. This lion is a wonderful lion. He's been around for a long time. A lot of you know him. He's not here. He was going to be here tonight, but he wasn't able to join us. I think maybe most of you know him through contact with Leos that he's had over the years. You know, Barry Shiles is the, yeah. We had really hoped we could get Barry Shiles here. He was scheduled to come. He called this morning and said he was not feeling well enough to travel. And he's indicated that he was not even able to get onto the, we're hoping to Zoom him in or something, catch him online. Couldn't do that either. So Keep your thoughts out for him. He is stubborn. Some of you know that? I know. Who knew that about Barry? But yeah, Barry is, he says he's going to go see the doctor on Monday. Not today. So, Barry Shiles is our Distinguished Service Award recipient for the year. And we really, really appreciate that, the fact that he's been out there for so many people for so long. So, thank you.
Can I have 19S District Governor Tammy Allen and past International Director Ellen Hunt come forward? Thank you.
So if you remember this morning, we did an IOU. Well, this isn't one of those. This is an International President's Presidential Medal. And do you want to talk about who's getting it? Who the recipient is? That's not you, is it? No. We've got the wrong person up here. Chuck, would you come up here? See, this is...
I do have one.
Yes, but I don't have one here. In your room. Sure.
So we're starting over here?
Yeah, we're going to start over again. We're doing a few things on the fly. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes and be as smooth as we can. What we have here is not an IOU, as I said before. It's an International President's Medal, which is the second highest award you can receive. And would you like to say a few words about the recipient?
I would love to. This individual is a lion that exemplifies everything there is about lions. It's a person that I was personally able to contact anytime I needed that in my walk through all of the offices up to district governor and help me. This person has served past district governor, zone chairs, multiple different positions in the multiple district, and just somebody that is a lion true at heart. And so with that, would Joyce Stevens please come up?
Got a fair scoop of magnet. It's lots. Got it. Congratulations. We apparently have another presentation to be made, but it's being retrieved from somebody's room, so as soon as we're able to do that, we will do that. So you get to, I don't know who's filling in water, are we just telling jokes, or? No, we don't know, we've skated off the page already. I'm the one with the microphone. We can do a raffle. We got sure, let's do that. I got a butterfly here too, if anybody, I got a butterfly. I have no idea where it's from, but I had okay, I had a whole bunch of these on my lawn in September. We're gonna do this one first. And
so you all remember this. We filled this by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon with 100 squares filled at $10 each. To do the math quickly, that's $1,000. And the person that we're going to award this to is going to be drawn in just a second here. So I know a lot of you are just on bated breath to see who's going to get the Melvin Jones Award. What's the number? 67. Number 67. 67. This is Lion Ken Ball. Would you please come forward? Yay! Awesome, awesome. From Mount Vernon. Ken is also a district, he also works with LCIF as a district coordinator, so we're happy to have you receive this, Ken. Yeah, he really did. He went way out there. 67. Congratulations. You bet. Thank you, sir. Thank all of you.
I remember when I visited the Mount Vernon Lions Club as the district governor, and they had a raffle that I had the opportunity to pull a winning prize on, and it was a steak dinner, including steak, potato, and the whole 9 yards, and I couldn't take it back across the border, so somebody else won it. So we're going to do raffles next. We're doing raffles.
The two of them. Okay. Whoops. So we should have somebody who isn't back, anybody who, Alan didn't participate. There, so we'll get Alan to do the pulling. We'll get Alan to do the pulling because he didn't put any tickets in the boxes. All righty. Okay, 0297126. That's for the bingo ball shooters. Ah, here we go. Yes, it's a pink ticket. The ones that you put in the little boxes. 97126. For the people who are over in the Fraser room, 0297126. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm just going to put that ball shooter. Yes, absolutely. I'll be putting them, I'll be putting it up so when you're having your Sunday, you can go check it out. Okay, so for the second bingo ball shooter, and just so everyone knows that Chilliwack Lions, Robert Prinz, has a wooden toy project, and he's the one who built them, or he was instrumental in having them built, and donated them. So if anyone has a chance, or maybe some people today went to see his workshop, and it's actually really beautiful.
We have a winner.
Ah, we have a winner. Excellent. Hey! And, okay, thank you. 126. And what's your last name, Christopher? What's your last name? Okay, thank you. So we have a winner, Christopher Babin. Okie dokie. So the second bingo ball shooter is 0297150. Again, 0297150. Okay, so that's picked up. Alrighty, next we can do the baby blankets. No, no babies, no babies. Nope. Give us time, give us time. Okay, so for those lovely baby blankets, handmade, 0297157. 157, I think I hear a winner. Who's that? Oh, Diane with the last name that I didn't pronounce very well. Thank you. Perfect. Alrighty, so While we're waiting for Diane to come around, the next one is the secretary plaque. Yeah.
We have a winner.
Okay, you have your ticket stub, Diane? Oh, okay. We're Lions, we trust you. Okay, the next one is 0297146. No?
Yeah, it is.
Somebody said no, but that's the number. Awesome, thank you.
But I may have it again because I put it in 4 or 5 different ones.
There you go. So 146. No? Okay. Might be in someone's room. Okay, the next one will be the lavender. They were just, okay, I was just trying to remember which ones they were because I forgot to write them down beforehand. And Joanne said she could smell the wood burning. Hopefully. 0297162. 0297162. Nobody yet? 146 is the secretary plaque. Awesome. Yeah, that secretary plaque is nice. Alrighty, thank you. And that's, sorry? Okay. I can't see with my glasses on. Okie dokie. And the next one is for the planter, which is the plastic bag. Ran out of boxes. Oh, good. Okay, so which is this one? The lavender. Okay. And what's your name? Okay. Alrighty. Don't go anywhere, Shelley, because the next one is 0297161. Maybe 0297161. Anybody over there in Fraser? And the last one is for the peace poster. No? Nothing fell. Thank you, Al. Ha! This is interesting because this one is 0297160. 0297160. Ah, do we have a winner? Woot woot. Perfect. Okay, what's your name? Sarah. With an H? No. Okay. Okay, perfect. I want to thank everyone for contributing to our Lions by your generous donations. I haven't totaled up the raffle. Well, yes, I did, but I can't remember. But for the baskets, the total was $1,244. So that goes a long way to helping. And then I think it was another $600 for the raffle. So thank you very, very much. And it's the first time I've done it, and I'll do it again.
In case anybody wonders who that lady is, she's the president of the Mount Shem Lions Club here in Chilliwack, Leslie Ward.
All right. Well, a lot of winners out there tonight. All right, I'm going to invite Council Chair Patty Ellen White and Executive Director Peter Anderson back on stage.
Thank you very much, Rosemary, for calling Peter and me up here because, you know, conventions just don't happen. There are months and months and weeks and weeks and weeks of preparation that go on to create a convention. Lots of discussion, lots of changes, lots of adjustments. And this convention committee, generally, not all of them, but most of them came from the Dogwood Monarch Lions Club. I see oh no, you have seen these around everywhere all weekend. You didn't even have to look for them. They fluttered right in your face everywhere you went. So Peter and I were trying to decide what is it that we could give to the convention committee chair people. So would Roger and Shannon Croyder and Tim Croyder come and join us? Now, they had lots of helpers, and I would like everyone who worked this weekend to stand up and be recognized at registration tables, at picking up debris on the tables, resetting the tables, all the people that helped make this convention a success. Yes. We appreciate you very, very much. But we all know it takes leaders that show up again and again and again to pull them all together and make them a team. So we are honored to bring you two things. I'll talk loud, okay? Use your mom voice. I'm going to my outdoor voice. Yes. That's okay. Sorry. Why don't you trade with me? Oh. We're just going to organize here quickly. We are presenting to Tim Croyder, Shannon Croyder, and Roger Chevrier, 3 or 1 for each, certificates of appreciation, international certificates of appreciation from Fabricio Oliveria. And we are proud to present these to you because you have shown great leadership. Roger, there's yours. But we also wanted to give them something that was personal just for this convention that said that this was in Chilliwack, BC, Canada. And because you're the Dogwood Monarch Lions Club, brilliant man that we have leading our multiple district office said, oh, we should get them a milkweed plant. And seriously, I said, what? Why would they want a milkweed plant, for heaven's sakes? It's because monarch butterflies eat them, and it will attract them to come and be, no, the butterflies. And I would like to thank our shoppers, Ducky White and Carol, wherever she is, somewhere, way back there, for going out and shopping. When I talked to Ducky, I said, well, I have a favor to ask of you. And she said, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I said, I want you to go find a milkweed plant. And there was absolute silence on the other end of the phone. Yeah, right, okay, I'll try to do that, yeah. But they did, they found them, and we are very proud to present them to you because it's really cool to see all those beautiful monarch butterflies everywhere, and even the paper has butterflies on it, so pay attention. You know, details are important. So once again, let's thank them for a great...
Can I have past District Governor Shelley Costello? Excellent. We're looking at the 2026 MD19 Annual Convention. Oh, we have a wrinkle?
Yeah, we've got something else we're going to do.
Oh, Shelley, can you have a seat right here in the front? Thank you. We have a wrinkle. Silly me looked down at my clothes.
Good grief, that's one thing I would never do is comment on people having wrinkles on their clothes. Traveling with all my stuff in a suitcase, it's common to have wrinkles. Anyhow, we have another presidential medal, and the person's not here to receive it, but I'd like District Governor Tammy to say a few words about the recipient.
Thank you very much. This recipient is a member lion of the Rathdrum Club, and his name is Lonnie Morris. And don't spill the beans out there. I hope he's not online. We're gonna deliver this in person. Sorry he wasn't here, but Lonnie has had a backpack event that he has been doing with the school district for over 10 years. It's probably more than that, so I apologize, I don't have all the stats in front of me. But every Friday, he has a crew that gets all the backpacks, fills it up with food, gives it to the 50 people, the 50 kids that are in the community, and they go home with that food for the weekend. He's done this for years and years and years, and he has a huge team, but he is the one that goes out and gets the funds from the community, knocking on the doors and saying, hey, we need your help again. And time again, he's come through. So that's why he's getting this. Thank you very much.
And just to be clear, what that actually is another International President's Medal. So that's what this is. We apparently have yet another wrinkle with Roger's going to deal with that. He's going to iron things out for you. So.
I don't iron.
If you don't have a wrinkle, you can't get the mic. Can I get Terry, the auctioneer, up here? Leslie, can I get the items? I have one in the hallway, but I need the other two. Beth, would you like to come up for a minute? So I'm pretty sure everybody knows Terry. He likes to talk fast.
Not a lot.
We have 3 items up for auction. They're really, really cool items. If somebody could turn on their phone and answer that for me. Tim, is it for me? Oh, tell them we're in a meeting. So,
Don't we have any tail twisters? That should be like $1 fine by now.
well, might as well answer it. Let's put them on speakerphone. It's the Fraser room. What do they want? We're killing time while we're waiting for something to show up anyways. That was clever. I'm glad I thought of it. Almost like it was planned.
Oh, there. Okay.
There we go.
A pizzle stick.
This is one of the sticks you're supposed to not beat the lions with.
That's right.
Beth is going to share the story behind it. We need a lot of money for it.
Oh, he really made it long.
I do that to Ducky.
So one of my personal highlights for the year that I didn't get to share during the district cabinet meeting is this time last year, my parents both became lions. And it was really an important thing for me. And my dad, Lion Billy Joe James from the Renton Lions Club, loves to carve and use his woodworking tools. So he made this diamond willow walking stick from wood from Montana and donated it for the multiple district convention. So
Harry, get some good money for this for my daddy.
I'm going to definitely do my best.
Thank you.
First of all, I always have to do the same thing. How many of you have never attended a live auction? One, okay, there's 2,000, thank you. I'm sorry, now here's the stick. Now Beth James's dad made this, and that makes it special in itself. Somebody give me $100. $100 and go. So wave your hands real loud, real high, because okay, I got $100. It'll give me 125. 25 over there. Now I need 150. Who'd bid 150? 150. Who'd bid 150? Would you go 150? Would you go 150? I got 150. I need 175. 175. Who'd go 175? 75, 75, 75, 75. Anybody at 175? I've got 150. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a special deal. Somebody give me 160. $160. Who'd go to 160? 160. I've got 160 here. Now we'll go to 170. You want to go 170? I got 170. Thank you, ma'am. Now I need $180. Who'd be 180? 180. Who'd bid a 180? I need 80. Who'd bid a 180? Who'd bid 80? Who'd bid 80? Who'd bid 80? Who'd bid 80? Anybody at 80? I'm going to sell it. I need $80. Who'd bid 180? Who'd bid 180? Who'd bid 180? I have 170. Sold your way, ma'am. $170. Thank you. I want you to know I wouldn't do that except for this is a charity. We got a lion, and he's a ferocious looking beast. Ooh.
He's light.
Yeah.
He has a hook. We don't know the story.
There we go. Now let's get him for the whole clubs. All the clubs can bid. Somebody give me $200 and go. 200. Who'd bid 2? I've got 2 over here. I need 250. Who'd bid 250? $250. Who'd bid 250? 250. 200. Somebody give me 150. Give me 2. Bead. Somebody give me $50. 250. I've got 200. I need 250. Who'd bid a 250? Who'd bid a 50? 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 I've got 200. I need 250. 2 1/4. Somebody give me 2 1/4. On the club, 225. 25, 5. I'm looking for 25. Who'd bid a 25? Who'd bid a 25? Walk that thing, Roger. Woo. 25. I'm going to sell it. I'm selling it right there. $200. Thank you, ma'am. Drag it by the scruff of its neck if it doesn't want to come in.
So Terry, it's just the costume, not the kid.
Oh, sorry. We got a lion costume. And it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Remember, you get to tickle the kid that's in it.
Well, it might not be a kid.
Yeah, I don't care. $100. Who give me 100 for lions? I've got $100 here. I need 125. 125 would have been a 25. 25. I've got 125 over there. I need $150. 150. Would you go 150? 150. Would you go 150? I've got 150 right here. I need $175. 175. I got 100. I'm sorry. What was that? 175. Thank you. Now I need 2. $200. I have 75. Who'd have been a 200? $200. Who'd have been a 2? Who'd have been a 2? Who'd have been? I've got 2. Now I need 225. 25. Who'd have been a 25? Who'd have been a 25? 25. Who'd have been a 25? I got the 225 over here. I need $250. 250. Do you want to go 250? Do you want to go 250? Do you want to go 250? Don't do this. Do this. 250. I'm looking for 250. Who'd go 250? No. It's either a kid or it's somebody I don't want to, and that gets you thrown in jail. Either way, I need 250. You want to go 250, Rock? I've got 250, I need 275. 275, who'd have bid 275? 275. I've got 275 right here, I need $300. Who'd go 3? I need 300, would you go bid 300? Would you bid 3? Anybody at 3? Who'd have bid a 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 3? He says, no, ma'am, you get it for $275. Thank you.
I know I say 3, but I always mean 4. For the people that didn't hear me, it's always one more. I know I say 3, but there's usually 4. Charlene Seabrook from the Dogwood Monarch Lions is going to share what the prize is. Dogwood? Dogwood. Oh, I thought I said it right. She's going to share it, and you're going to get money.
We're going to try.
All right, so I am talking about the $1,000 donation. What's the donation and why does it say BC Gaming? So we're regulated by the BC lottery rules. We can only give money to approved charities, for example, Diabetes Canada, public schools, most places that have a board of directors that operates in British Columbia. If you're from the States and you win this, we'll see if we can find a charity in BC that matches your cause. For example, last year, we donated to a literacy program that was close to District Governor Beth James, to her heart. Our local store, the Bookman, matched our donation, purchased the books at cost, so that $1,000 turned into $4,000 for books for our schools. So when you win this, you'll have a list, if you could give me a list of 3 charities, and we'll see if those choices qualify. Dogwood will invite you to our Thursday night bingo night and get you to present that check to your charity representative live on bingo. Okay, thank you.
What are we auctioning?
$1,000 worth of donation.
$1,000 worth of donation.
So you should at least get $10 for it.
I should at least get $10 for it. Okay, well, I guess what we're actually donating off is a $1,000 donation. And if you want to be the presenter, bid lots of money. $50, so it'll give me 50. Who'd give? I got 50 back here. I need 75. Would you give me 70? I got 75 here. I need $100. Who'd have bid a 1? I've got a 1 over here. I need 125. I got a 125 here. I need $150. I've got 150 over here. Would you go 175? I got 175. I need $200. I've got 170. I've got 200 right here, and I need 225. Who'd have bid 225? 5. I've got 225. I need $250. Who'd have bid 250? 250. I need $250. Who'd have bid the 50? Who'd have bid the 50? Who'd have bid a 50? Who'd have bid a 50? I've got 225 down here. I need 250. I've got 250. Would you go 275? 75? 75? 300 or 400? $400. $400. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, John. 400. Anybody want to go 450? 450? Who'd go to 450? Who'd go to 450? Who'd go to 450? 450. Would you bid 450? Would you bid 450? I have 450 over here. I need $500. $500. I've got 5 right there. I need $550. $550. Would you bid to 5? I've got 550. I need $500. 500 under. I've got 500. Would you bid 600? I need 600. 600. You're bringing it up so fast. I got to go more. I got 500. Would you go 6? 500. Would you go 6? 500. Anybody at 6? Anybody at 6? Well, call me stupid. And most people do. Okay, we will go back, 650. Somebody give me 650, who'd get 650, and I need 650? $650. I've got 650 right here. No? No, I just saw that finger go up and I said, oh, okay. 600, 650, 650. Sold it to John at $600. Can I sit down now? Just checking.
Thank you, Terry. Terry knew he was coming up like when you knew he was coming up. Back to Rosemary Walker.
We're going to try this again. Can I get past District Governor Shelley Costello to come forward and speak to us about the 2026 MD19 convention?
Why don't you just get it, set it here, you can do that. My package? You can just set it.
Wow, we've got lots of errands to do. Let's make Roger run around some more. Excellent.
My turn?
Unless you want to go shopping first.
Go shopping for what?
I don't know, whatever else anyone has to do tonight.
No, it's my turn. You know, I have to follow this convention team, and now I got to follow Terry. I mean, it's my turn. I've had the opportunity over the last 2 months to be on the weekly Zoom calls with this wonderful team, and to show up and meet Roger and Tim and Shannon and the others has been just exciting and wonderful. So thank you, you guys. Except for now, I got to follow you. Hey, we wanted to do something different. Peter got a hold of me and said, let's change things up and let's make some changes. So I want to clarify with you about the dates for next year. You know how we come Wednesday night, we train on Thursday and Friday, and then we start with fun night on Friday and Saturday, and we'll go home on Sunday? Well, next year's going to be on Memorial Weekend. And so we're going to start training on Friday, Saturday morning. Fun night's going to be Saturday night. Sundays are the full convention, and you get to go home on Monday. So you're thinking, wow, that's really different. I have to take Monday off. Well, you take Thursday and Friday off. Now you take Friday and Monday off. It really works. So let me tell you what's going on. The dates are Saturday, the 23rd, Sunday, the 24th. These pink cards have been out and about everywhere, and I'm going to set them out so that when you get ready to go home tomorrow, take them to your club members, please. I've got all these cards, and I want you to get them and take them and share it, because we've got a lot going on. So he asked Wenatchee Central if we'd host it, and of course we will. We've got a great club, and we're excited to do so. But how wonderful, because we're a valley, we've asked Lake Chelan, Leavenworth, Wenatchee Valley Club, and Wenatchee Central to come together and host this. So we're going to have a blast. So I reached out to, okay, so our whole goal is I'm working with the winery, so Fun Night's going to be at a winery with music and everything, something different to get out from under, always in a room like this. I wanted you to know that I reached out to Jeremy Andrews, who has been a Lions member, and he's the manager of the Super Oval. So I said, hey, Memorial Day's next weekend, what's going on up at the Super Oval? Well, our Super Oval is one of the fastest quarter-mile asphalt racetracks. And it is wonderful right there in Wenatchee. So he said that what they're doing is the Wenatchee 200, and the winner of that race gets $25,000. So it's a serious race going on this coming weekend, so who knows what's going to be next year. Omi Gardens, has anybody been to Omi Gardens in Wenatchee? It's absolutely beautiful. It was started by the Omi family in 1929, and it has beautiful walkways. It's a wooded gardens up on the mountainside, and it's got waterfalls, trails. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's a history that has continued since that time. So I reached out to Leavenworth Club while I was sitting in here, and I said, that's the fourth Saturday of the month, will you still be having pancake breakfast? And I was told, as of right now, yes, who knows what'll change next year. But my whole goal is come to the Wenatchee Valley, bring your family. We've got stay at the Coast Hotel with an indoor-outdoor swimming pool. We have all kinds of things happening. And what I will be able to give you before next year is what's going on in Leavenworth. So come early and stop in Leavenworth and see what's happening that weekend. Anybody coming over Highway 2? If you're coming down Highway 97, Lake Chelan, you know they're going to have things to do. And then come into the valley. So my whole goal is to make this a family vacation. Bring your family, have a good time. We will have lots of things going on, family-oriented. You have options before, after, during, for those that don't attend maybe the conferences. So that's what my goal is there. We're working on all of that. And we're doing it as a team. So what I did is I asked that team, we'd like to do a welcome basket that you can take back to your club and share the information in. So I have a gift bag here. Oh, I know what I wanted to tell you for sure. You know, Steve came up with his motto or his theme, celebrating the fruits of service. Well, my gosh, you're in the Wenatchee Valley. We have apple orchards, cherries, pears. We've got vineyards, so the grapes. And so what a wonderful theme for that we can work on. And so in this bag that has fruit on it, inside is Lake Chelan wine, a beer stein from Leavenworth, Wenatchee t-shirt, Wenatchee gifts from all 4 of us clubs. And one of you is a lucky winner, plus also so all kinds of information to read. So if you please don't get up, don't stand up, just read under your chair, and one of you has one of these cards that says winner. Just reach under. Roger assures me he put it under a chair. We just don't know which one. Huh? Oh, Mark Lyon. And is he, okay. First International? First International President. Oh, did anybody find it? And it says winner. Don't make me go home with this wine. Okay. 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 Okay, he's going to go check it. I don't know. You're getting warmer. You're getting warmer. Okay, our speaker is going to be First International President, National Vice President Mark Lyon. All right. So we are checking chairs. Who's got the chair? Who's reaching the card?
Could you just announce that because people didn't remember how they can pay for their items?
Yes. Okay, those that we were auctioning off and everything, so that you can pay by cash, check, an e-transfer. Woohoo! Yay! At events at dogwoodlions.com. You've got 4 different ways to pay that money. No, come on down and I'm going to show you what's here. Come here.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. So inside is all this with flowers and a welcome and a heavy. You've got wine, and it's from all 4 clubs. So please, invite your friends, families, come see us. Please encourage. Yay, you're the winner. Thank you. You're welcome. So, I am done. Am I done? What's the what? The price of the hotel right there, the Coast Hotel, we are signing the contract and booking at $158 a night. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's American, and it includes a continental breakfast. Okay.
All right, well, I'm looking forward to next year. You looking forward to next year? All right. So I just want to say really quickly, I too thank the Kreuters because you don't know this, but we've had Leos in and out of their house helping to prep for this convention as well. And I'm sorry about the floor, like a million times over. But it's all good. Cleaned up all right. All right, I'd like to invite Council Chair Patty Ellen White one more time.
I promise this is the last time, but I couldn't let this convention close without telling how much I have enjoyed being your council chairperson and getting to know you and being part of the leadership team. I have worked for this multiple district for a very long time, and I never saw myself in this position. Always I was the support to the council chairperson, to the district governors, and it's been a pleasure and an honor. But it occurred to me today that you need to know how much you mean to me as Lions and as friends. And I was sharing with Tammy this afternoon that Rock and I gave the district governors a barn quilt, but just a square. Last year, the governors got the whole quilt. And as I was thinking about it, it was kind of a fun thing to do because, Livingstone, what's his first? Mike. Michael Livingstone said, so what are you going to do, Rock? How are you going to make your quilt? And I said, that ain't happening, you know. Michelle cannot possibly make 5 quilts in a year. So we bought the one quilt, the barn quilt square, and gave them to you. But it occurred to me that at the beginning of the year, last year, when we were having a great time in Australia, and I watched you take your oaths in front of all those Lions from all over the world. And I didn't know all of you real well. In fact, some of you, it was just the beginning of a friendship. But through the year, you have turned that quilt square into the most wonderful friendship quilt that I have watched develop. And that is an amazing thing to see in Lions, to see a small quilt piece, square, turn into an entire queen-size coverlet for a bed, a full quilt. So I would ask you, all of you, to take from this convention the desire to build relationships with the people in your club, in your community, with other Lions clubs. Go out there and build relationships, build quilts, create squares that attach to other squares that attach to other squares. We are a family. I'd break out into the song, we are family, you know. But I won't, I'll spare you. But I just want you to know you are my family. Rock and I consider you as family. We love the relationship we have been forming with you, and we wish you well in the years to come. So go forth and prosper and grow, and I'll miss you, yes. Take care, thank you.
Thank you. This concludes our convention.
Ice cream across the hall. And Tim time coming up in this room. And karaoke is on tonight if you go to the Main Street Hall with the Leos. Karaoke, anyone? I know there's a couple of you out there that are going to go sing some karaoke.